And good morning, Los Angeles. This is KXLU 88.9 FM. This is Ray here. I'll be with you for, I'd say another 3 hours or so. And let's get on with some more alternative music here.
Ourselves in the radio industry, both in commercial and also as far as other college radio stations. You might have learned that KXLU has been recognized as top, if not one of the top radio stations, college radio stations in the nation by people such as Rolling Stone, College Music Journal, and we're also recognized by LA Times and LA Weekly as being like the best radio station in Los Angeles. We try to be everything that LA radio isn't.
Our primary programming is alternative rock, which is on Monday through Friday from 2 a.m. to 6 p.m. We have classical Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Friday we have specialty shows which include jazz, funk, blues, reggae, country, just a host, industrial music, hardcore. The list goes on and on. On the weekends we're salsa from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is it's a combined Spanish and English broadcast. And then on weekend nights we have jazz, we have reggae, and world dance music on Saturday evenings, and then it's jazz after that. Sunday nights we have a demo show which features demo tapes of local bands and from around the world.
There is definitely a particular style and criteria that I go by. I guess KXLU music is a little bit more raw than the average rock, and I guess what I'm listening to is music from bands that are playing in the club scene right now, or bands that I think are going to do really, really good in the future, or a lot of times bands that are really doing good on KXLU, they'll split up and then they'll start sub-bands from that. Yeah, okay, that was the Vampira mix. It's all in the mix here on the left at KXLU. The name of that song was called I'm Damned, and then we had Rosary, and that was we're getting in tune for Halloween. You know, I mean, I'm getting into the groove here, and I'm sure you are too. Also, ahead of that, we have something really hot from the Love Dolls. That's brand new stuff off of their demo tapes that I just got my little pause on, and the name of that song was called More Pain, Misery, and Suffering, Part 2.
Yeah, I've seen the new singer. That song makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool, Dookie. Come on, Dookie.
Your mic was off. All right. Your mics are going to be off in 2 seconds. Wait, which ones are they? Okay, there. Yeah, we have some peace and quiet. All right, everybody that has demo tapes, test pressings, and other unusual items, send them on over to KXLU 7101 West 80th Street, LA, California 90045. Attention, don't listen, Agent Avon, we'll get it on for you. Yeah. Okay, also everybody have a really fun week. I know I will, and I hope you do too. And I'm going to leave you with, I guess, Celebrity Skin and maybe another song if Splat lets us do it. And Splat and Brain Cookies, they're here right now, the whole crew. And I think SWA is going to be playing tonight. Is that true?
Yeah, that feels scary.
I think so.
I'm Splat, that's me, and this here is KXLU. That's just in time.
Oh yeah, hi, I'm Justin Tom. How's it going?
Hello. And this show is Brain Cookies.
That's right, this is the live music show, right?
On KXLU 88.9 FM.
All right.
Los Angeles.
How long has there been live music on the radio in Los Angeles?
Well, we've been doing it, we started 4 years ago with the live stuff.
4 years?
With D-Boon and the Stone Puppies.
All right.
D-Boon and the Stone Puppies.
Thanks a lot, Splat.
Yeah. And we've been doing it every night for about 2.5 years. Every single Sunday night, here at Just in Time.
All right.
Just in Time. He's the engineer. He's the engineer.
Splat.
Cool. I'm Splat.
Who is tonight?
Host tonight. That's right. SWA.
SWA.
SWA's tonight. The Salvation Sounds of SWA. Salvation Sounds of SWA. Satan's White Army. SWA. Tonight, live on Breakers. It's going to be very loud. this show is about live music, live music and freedom of the airwaves. In between the live acts, we just do whatever the heck we want, whatever we feel like. It was always, it's sort of thing when you're a teenager and you go, boy, I wish I had a radio show. If I had a radio show, I would do this and I would do that. Well, I got a radio show, so I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and whatever seems to fit at the time. But in between that stuff, which can tend to get sort of self-indulgent, we have live music. That way we make sure that there's some entertainment that's worth listening to.
Hello LA and welcome to the Jazz Night Flight. I'm Ramita and you're listening to KXLU 88.9 FM in Los Angeles, here to the left, where the jazz is always unique. The music that we play here at KXLU on the Jazz Night Flight is very unique due to the fact that it's not what you hear on KKGO, because this is straight ahead. We don't play contemporary jazz, we don't play fusion, even though we do have a show specialized for fusion. The Jazz Night Flight plays black jazz. Those artists who started it off, Coltrane, Dexter Gordon, Duke Ellington, Hank Mobley, Art Pepper, people who started the music off, who started bebop off back in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, not these contemporary, artists who use electric guitars and keyboards and stuff. We mean real bass players, straight up bass, saxophone, drums, not this digital stuff. We play the real stuff here.
So we do attempt to maintain a sort of different feel as far as what our classical programming is. And that usually just means that there's a little bit more of a personality involved with the people associated with the programs. The students that are involved, because they don't want to necessarily just do the standard stuff that's on like KFAC or KUSC, tend to put a little bit more effort into trying to find something different. At least they get a little bit bored with most of the other stuff. So we tried to sort of open it up in that regard. I mean, we do have to add the regular music, but we try to have stuff that's a little bit more contemporary. The Sinfonia Concertante by Mozart is in E-flat major for violin, viola, and orchestra, Kershaw 364. Josef Suk performed the violin, Milan Škampa on viola, and we heard the Czech Philharmonic Orchestra under Kurt Riddell. This was a Crossroads release, the recording number 2216-0016. This is the early evening concert on KXLU. It comes your way every Monday through Friday between 6 and 7.
Our Alma del Barrio program, which is on Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays, it's a salsa program that is bilingual at Spanish and English, and they're such a great success. They're as widely listened to, if not more widely listened to, than the rock. And they have the most loyal listeners, I think, any radio program could ever have. And it is the only show in LA that is bringing the bilingual aspect together.
Sophia, why don't you go ahead and say this in Spanish for our bilingual listeners who want to know, should know about this program, please.
Bueno, Blanca, vamos a invitarlos nuevamente, amigos, para que escuchen mañana a Carmen Rosado.
It's non-commercial music. Salsa is not considered very commercial music. Ballads, Spanish ballads and rock and roll with Spanish lyrics, it sounds like rock to my ears, have taken over Spanish commercial airwaves, and it's basically the same as it is with the rock show. We provide an alternative, and people, there's a large audience for Afro Hispanic music from the Caribbean here in Los Angeles, and so we cater to that. That's what people want to hear. It's very different because we play folkloric music. We play music that doesn't get played at all on the commercial stations.
Wow.
Five guys, right? Okay, so we feel very lucky that KXLU has, for the past 15 years, given us the opportunity to do all kinds of things, answer people's needs, the desire to hear this kind of music without commercials, and music that just doesn't get played.
The strains of Aswad, right at the top of the hour, 8:01 here at KXLU Los Angeles. And that'll about do it for Reggae Music Forward for this week. Once again, Reggae Music Forward on each and every Saturday evening from 7 until 8 p.m. Well, we get most of the music at KXLU. It's either sent to the station or the DJs go out and get it ourselves. And as far as this reggae program is concerned, we go out every single week and look for new records at the small Jamaican shops or at some of the import shops as well. But the smaller Jamaican shops usually have the imports that are currently big in Jamaica or in London scene, which are the two most important scenes to us right now. And like as far as providing an alternative to other reggae programs, it's crucial that we get out and we get the new 7-inch singles that are hot in Jamaica, because that's really where reggae is at right now.
And we never get bummy. Oh no. The wicked men, them watching us, and we never get nervous. We never get weary.
A lot of the bands that are considered alternative bands now eventually go on to a wider or mainstream acceptance. Bands like The Police or U2 or The Go-Go's are all bands we gave exposure to before other Los Angeles or other radio stations at all, maybe other college radio stations that are now greater success stories. Probably the best example of that on the LA scene would be Boingo Boingo.
And that's basically been our biggest success, is to offer people diverse and a variety of new, fresh ideas.
Here to expose bands that aren't getting exposure elsewhere. Our DJs have total freedom as to what they play on the station. I do not program anything whatsoever, which is it's unheard of in commercial radio.
A lot of bands that, I just play their demos and stuff, and we have playlists. And just as long as the clubs know they're being played on the air here at KXLU, they'll say, oh, well, then they must be, very good. I like to help out because I know it's really hard to get started because there are so many bands. It's just amazing.
If I could change anything about KXLU, it would be the public's perception of the station. People tend to think that since it's alternative rock, it's not quality rock, and that's not true at all. The rock we're playing, I think, is probably the highest quality rock there is. The listeners to the station have to have the same passion for the music that the DJs have for it, and that passion for music is the primary criterion for any disc jockey KXLU getting on the air. They have to be excited by the music. I think the average listener will find a lot of enjoyable things, a lot of enjoyable programs and music on the station, and it really will expand their whole musical likes or dislikes.